I want to close with a testimony. Some of us know that recently I made a trip to Hanoi to preach and to teach. February 17, I flew into Hanoi. I taught 2 seminars, Tuesday and Wednesday in one particular location, and then Thursday and Friday in another location. The second location of the seminar is quite far from Hanoi, where I landed. In fact, the second location of the seminar is in Vendong, Vandon, a small little town north of Vietnam, very close to the Chinese border. Very close to the Chinese border. So on Wednesday, when I finished my first seminar, we drove up to Ha Long, 3 to 4 hour drive, and then we stay in Ha Long. And then on Thursday morning, we drove to Vendong, 1 hour drive, and where I taught a seminar. Originally, it wasn't our plan like that. Originally, my local contact said that, okay, on Wednesday, you finish your seminar, you're still in Hanoi City, you stay in Hanoi. On Thursday morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, we drive straight to Vendong, do the seminar and stay in a hotel there, and then do your seminar on Friday. So she changed the arrangement. So we went to Ha Long on Wednesday, stay there one night, Thursday early morning, go to Vendong. So first day, we left Ha Long about 7 a.m. and then we went to Vendong to do my seminar, no problem. Second day, which is a Friday, at about close to 12 o'clock, when I finished 2 sessions in the morning, close to 12 o'clock, there was a group of about 60 people in the seminar. They came from about 5 churches, and this particular venue that I was in is an unofficial church. That means I can use the word illegal church, or I can use the word underground church. So this seminar was in a place. So close to 12 o'clock, when I was still closing the seminar, so my wife suddenly appeared at the door and waved at me. I didn't know what she meant, but just like 10 seconds after she waved at me, 2 policemen walked into the seminar. They stood behind there and they took picture of me on the stage together with my interpreter. Subsequently, my wife told me that actually some of the church people, when they saw the police came in, they were actually praying already. So the leaders quickly approached the police and brought them outside to the veranda and talked to the police and explained to them. I was already closing that session close to 12 o'clock, and I was telling the people, hey, okay, lunch is coming up. After lunch, you have a group discussion, and then we restart at 3 o'clock. I was telling the people like that. So while the leaders were talking to the policemen, 1 or 2 leaders came to me and say, hey, Jason Fong, can we keep your laptop? We will keep for you. So I pack up my laptop and I give them. Where's your passport? Please give to me. So I gave my passport to the church leader. So they kept my passport. Then they said, do you have any Malaysian identification? I said, I have. So I gave my wallet to this person and he kept all this thing for me. And then your notes, please, we will keep for you also your notes. So I was teaching for the seminar on Thursday and Friday. I was teaching about end times. And one of the last thing I was teaching the group is that in the end times, be prepared for persecution. So while all these things are happening, so we pack everything. I pack everything, give to that guy, and then at about 12:15, the lunch boxes came. The lunch boxes came, So I was all the while inside the hall. They say don't go out, so I stay inside the hall. So the police and the elders were talking outside. And then subsequently, as we were eating the meal, the policeman left, and then the elders explained to me, he said, We told them that you are a visitor, a tourist in Ha Long, and we know you, and so because we know you were here, we invited you to come to tell us how Christianity is in Malaysia, how you live your life as a Christian in Malaysia. So that's what he told the policeman. So if I want to share this story, I will share it this way. God's hidden hand was there. So if we have stayed in Vendong is a small town, something like Selayang like that, and then the church that we were in is like those new village, narrow roads, that goes, so we believe that probably the neighbors weren't happy with the noise of the seminar. It's not a Sunday and then the church is making that noise there. So we believe that it was a neighbor who reported to the police, and then the police came. I can say it's a great miracle. Well, God did something for me, but I rather not say it like that, because you're talking about miracle. So I will put it this way: God's hidden hand was there to guide us, that eventually we stayed in Ha Long and not Vendong. God was gracious and merciful to me, that the two policemen that came weren't rude and aggressive. They could have shouted from the door and stopped me, and they could have, caught hold of me and put me one side. They could have done that. So God was good and gracious that the policeman accepted the explanation of the church leaders. God was good and gracious to me that the policeman did not question me, did not ask me to go out. They could have God was good and gracious to me that the policeman didn't look for my IC or my laptop or whatnot. It was the goodness of God. If I want to put it, it was the miracle of God that protected me in that sense. But I prefer to use the hidden hands of God. Have I experienced this kind of thing before in my ministry in Vietnam? Yes.